Welcome back to AthensMC Minecraft Survivals. I'm doggone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I wanted to get on because there's going to be likely a map reset with the 1.9 release, and I just wanted to come back here once more and think about this place, reflect on it, and in case there is a map reset, I just wanted to get back here. And even just talking about this makes my stomach turn and do butterflies, because map resets and life resets. I saw a good phrase today in my university email blast they send out. the daily blast that I get during the school year. Although the school year is not quite upon us, it's close. Where's that? There's a cave system down here somewhere. Maybe they're where the torches are. The thought today was happiness is enjoyment of the moment without an anxious dependence upon the future. And man, anxious dependence on a future. That might be me. Hey chickens, get away from the cactus, please. Eggman. So, that's a good thought for the day. What am I doing with so many trees? Potatoes. Anxious dependence upon the future. My realtor walked around my house and she said, "Dog, stop trying to do things yourself." She said, "Everything you do, you leave it half done. You get started, you great start, and you just walk away from it." I said, "Well, I get distracted. I do other stuff, like Minecraft." She said, She said, "Dog, this is why you hire professionals." I was like, "Yes, ma'am. I know, but it's hard to let go, man. It's hard to let go of the money, the cash, the autonomy." Where is that? Somewhere down there. Let's get inside before the creepy crawlies spawn. Run. Cook some taters. Cooking up some potatoes. In vanilla Minecraft, do you have a way to make things grow faster? Like potatoes? What am I doing with all this stuff in the inventory? Oh, we have a bow. Depth Strider 3. What in the world is that? Do we have any logical... I guess it kind of doesn't matter what our sort criteria is here, does it? Oh, fish. They'd beat fish. So that is wood. Where does wood go? Man, I want to resort this so bad. Anxious dependence upon the future. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a anxious dread of the future, a dread, a worry. And hard to deal with, you know. That anxious dread of the future. Okay, this is, we'll put minerals like right here. Gunpowder mob drops. Okay, we'll put that there. Oops. Sorting. This is actually what I'm doing in real life too. Doing a lot of sorting and a lot of thinking, a lot of figuring out where things go in my life, how to order things in my life. That sounds really darn existential, doesn't it? How to order things in my life. Okay, give me some more. Those. Alright, a few more torches. A few more water. Okay. I have lots of bones, right? So I'd like to just cook up a stack of potatoes. There's no real rhyme or reason to this place. I just a bit of an isolationist here, and I just went out to the far edges of the map. I actually started inboard on the map, and you know, we should go there and check that place out. As soon as we get a few more potatoes. Actually, I think I have potatoes back at home base alpha. I really enjoy about Minecraft. I think this says a lot about me. I enjoy on a multiplayer server. I enjoy seeing other people occasionally, but mostly I like to be out. I get my Minecraft aesthetic on by being out kind of alone. I'm kind of slow at a lot of things, and I feel really behind other people. So I have my own pace that I go at. So okay, that'll be, I think I got just enough for a full stack. Almost a full stack. Close. Potatoes. Although now I have, I'm not sure I need potatoes, right? Because I got fishes. Let's go hop in the boat and see where we can get to. Don't think I have any real valuables over here I need to take with me. Coal. Let's take some coal with us. Maybe all the lapis. Maybe all the iron. Let's smelt up this iron too. And we're off. Get in the boat. Yeah, so here I am bumped up against the corner of the map. Thinking about life and everything. Anxious dependence upon the future. There's a, shall we go ahead and take this? Why not? Furnace. Oh, it's already getting late? It looks like the so-called belt of Venus on the horizon. When the sun sets, you know, it starts refracting around the entire hemisphere of the Earth. What a summer it's been. my schedule. I'm recording this on Tuesday. August the 4th. Crap. Thanks, Squid. At least I'm close to land here. In sight of land, at least. So the summer is almost over for me, and in fact, starting today, there are all manner of academic activities happening up on the campus, most of which I'm not required to be a part of, but a few would be good. Help me fill up my days and provide a little bit of social contact, a little bit of training, a little bit of work. All those things would be good. A little refresher for the classroom. So, at the same time, I'm a little bit aggravated with people presuming to dump their priorities on my day, you know what I mean? So, and I've got a lot to do. I've been working around this house and trying to renovate, but doing more tearing down than building up really around the house. I have to live with something gone for a long time before I feel like I know what I want to put in its place. That sounds really sad, dog. No, it's not sad. I just said it. I just said it in a sad way, I guess. It's beautiful, strange biome here. Again, this is vanilla Minecraft, so. Nazi cobble. Let's get back to. It's a long journey home. I don't know if I can make it in one episode, but should I return, we'll have something to do, you know. Enjoying the moment without anxious dependence upon the future. That's something I think a young person it's a young mentality. Mentality. As you get older, you get so many, or I at least have gotten so many connections and attachments to things of this world that greater fresh, it looks like, that it's difficult to clear all that out and say, I'm just going to live in the moment, not going to expect, not going to worry, not going to plan, because planning is involvement in the future, and planning itself creates a kind of a dependency on the future, and I don't think that's such a bad thing. I mean, you got to have some pull into the future, something you're looking forward to, something to keep your motor turning and keep you running. So, why not have a lifeline out there into the future? Yes, futures will change. Of course they do. That's the way of the future, man. It's never what you want, never what you think you're going to get, never what you expect, but it's out there. Nevertheless. And, you know, okay, remember this place. I remember this little cove, the Owl Cove. One of the great things I've learned about living in life is the beautiful power of forgetfulness. It's something that's not exactly considered an asset, but the fact of the matter is it can be a great asset. forgetfulness. On the one hand, it does doom you to repeating the same things over and over. But on the other hand, you can kind of forget how you can forget pain eventually. Don't know how much. This is a big biome. I think, yeah, I do think I'm quite a ways away. The blessed power of forgetfulness. You know, cleansed, washed, hung out to dry. Hung out to dry. When did that ever get a bad connotation? Laundry? Used like laundry? I don't know. We'll see. You know, on the one hand, let's don't depend on the future, but let's trust in it. Let's have faith that the future is going to bring us what we need, what we want. You know, the law of attraction says that you just got to have some faith. You got to have a little faith. But you got to have faith. Been listening to a lot of Chateau Band, Chateau, Oklahoma City. You can, I think, you can search for them. You can find them, Chateau Band OKC. They're about 3 years old, and they have really been working. They have really refined and polished a lot of their work, but they're still young and as a band and trying out a lot of different stuff. And I really, they released an album called Doorways, and the album is very eclectic mix of a lot of different stuff. And, you know, tip of the hat, because it would be so easy to get locked into one kind of sound and stay with that. Word, this is a huge, whatever this is, biome. Whatever this is, what is this? Mega taiga. Mega means huge. Taiga means, yeah. Taiga means, I don't know what taiga means, but yeah. So I've got plans for the day. Speaking of the future and the plans, today not a real estate, an insurance adjuster is coming out to check my roof. We had some amazing hail back in the early summer or spring, and she's going to come out and check the roof and see what it looks like. I've had a lot of neighbors replacing roofs, and I told her I don't know if I have damage or not. The roof looks dimpled rather, ripple greened. Speaking of Ripple Green, I've been listening to it. That's the other band I've been listening to a lot of. Ripple Green just came out with a new EP. And Timepiece. Love the title track from Timepiece. Timepiece was actually, I think, produced while they were in Great Britain. The other tracks on the EP were produced in the U.S., and the other tracks are more, well, Timepiece is my favorite. It has a very catchy, upbeat, at the same time, a bit of darkness in it, you know. So I'm enjoying Timepiece a lot. Ripple Green's Timepiece. The same. This is the band that did Box of Wine, which some of my AthensMC buddies are quite familiar with. Used it as an intro to some of my, I think, ultra hardcore stuff back in the day. Perhaps some. Oh, that's a waterfall into a cavern system there. So, Box of Wine, Ripple Green. continuing to practice and work out, to hang out with those guys quite a bit this past week. Oh, I don't want to get into this kind of stuff. Probably should be going due west to find the road. That's east, dog. No. The sun sets west, so that's north. Due north. There are things in life, man. I'm just reflecting here for a moment, talking about attachment and thinking about a nervous, anxious dependence on the future. There are some attachments that just mean so much to me. They come into my life and just have a profound, oh wow, I'm close to something, a profound effect on me. And now I'm out of it. So I was close to something. I was close to somebody's beacon bacon, which would be right here. Which I hope this means I'm very close to a spawn. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, what this all? Oh wow, look at that. There's that beacon. Oh yeah, here we go. We are close to spawn. Ouch. Here's the base. When you get something, man, when I get something in my life that's just amazing and great, oh, it's so hard not to get connected and dependent upon it, really. It's an old story, you know, really old story, but it's a constant struggle to stay independent in the face of something that you really like. So... And, you know, who knows? Some people live their whole lives dependent upon something they really like because they always have it and they don't have to worry about it. And it works out great for them. I wonder if this is my landform right up here. Some people chase these things that they get hooked on something they like and they get afraid of it and they kill it and run away. And then you always just never know. You always never know if that thing would have been that job or that connection, that relationship, that friendship. You never know if that would have stood the test of time and lasted, you know, for a lifetime. Because you sort of cheat yourself out of that with your anxiousness and your nervousness. In that case, I don't think it's an anxious dependence upon. Beautiful idea. Good. The carpet pads really help to navigate through this. So we'll just head straight east, pick up the southbound road, and then head straight south. It should be just over this hill, if I recall. Somebody has spent a lot of resources on brown stained clay. Doesn't that mean cocoa? Yeah, I guess renewable cocoa. Brown Road. Okay, there's the north-south road there. Excellent. I'm thinking Robert Browning and Elizabeth Barrett. Elizabeth Barrett Robert Browning was a very successful writer, well respected, plenty of friends and comrades, companions, but always lonely. Oh, Mega, I didn't know King lived out here. Mega and King, okay. Elizabeth Barrett was a well-respected writer, but she was basically what we'd call a recluse or a shut-in or hermit. She lived alone, with her family, and she was basically an invalid. Some days she couldn't even get out of bed until she met this one guy by his writings, by his, what we would call today his online, his Facebook or his blog, really. His blog, I guess would be the way to put it. And they had a correspondence that lasted for some years. And then at some point, they confessed to each other that they were in love with one another. And they arranged to meet and met. And basically, from that point on, they were like inseparable. And she became healthy. She recovered her health. I don't know if it was something Barrett himself did, but she recovered her health, and they made many trips and vacations and travels together, and happily ever after. The end. So, yeah, you know, maybe this anxious dependence is a little bit of the spice of life. And maybe you got to have a little bit of anxious dependence. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. Maybe the people who are scared of it and advise us against us, a hole in the ground with the dog, are people who have never understood the power of it. The power of a strength out into the future that pulls you up and keeps you going every day. I think the philosophers would say that a far better power and strength is within ourselves, but who really cares as long as it's something as long as it's power. Positive, good power. And here we are back at the hole in the ground where lived a hobbit and a dog. I'm going to put these resources up, this lapis, and pending the reset. And I will see you guys another time, another place, another day, another way. Thanks for joining me today, and hope you'll check out AthensMC. It's a good place with good people, lots of potatoes. Have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Timepiece.